Hey, this is Seth with In-Demand Career. I show people how to get life-changing jobs in digital marketing with no previous experience or education. And this is my June 2024 digital marketing career walkthrough video, where I'm going to walk you through just a handful of the thousands and thousands of open digital marketing jobs in the US. Remember, I focus on LinkedIn, but there are also thousands of jobs on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and by going directly to the thousands of digital marketing agencies in the US. But before I do that, please remember, if you like these videos, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more career advice videos. Okay, let's begin with this paid search specialist position. This is a remote job, entry level, for Power Digital Marketing. We're a tech-enabled growth firm. We offer best-in-class services, including SEO, content marketing, paid media, social media marketing, programmatic, which means display advertising. They do a lot of stuff over here. They support 100% remote. And then the paid search specialist is responsible for creating paid search campaigns using Google Ads. As I say again and again, most of the jobs involve Google Ads and their $200+ billion annual revenue. Managing client budgets, account analysis. You'll work closely with strategists and account managers to collaborate. This is also a great indication, which means that you're going to be working with senior members of a team, which means you're going to be basically getting on-the-job training while you also get paid. Manager support in managing paid search campaigns, daily optimizations, analyze performance data, all the stuff we're learning in the course. And it says ideally 1 to 2 years of digital marketing agency experience. Plus, I love it says ideally 1 to 2 years. What do I tell you guys? When you see 1 or 2 years, that is code for we really are open to anybody. We hope we find someone with this much experience, but we're open to people with even less. And that's why it says even here, minimum 6 months of experience in search engine marketing. Specifically having experience with bid monitoring and adjustments. Guys, if you do what's in the course, if you generate your own experience, you will have this experience, but it also indicates the fact that, again, they're getting a lot of applicants that do not have this experience. Key performance indicators, it's telling you that means like things that you're actually gonna be looking for, results from actions you've taken on the account, channel production, account performance, etc. Base salary, commission opportunities, that is great. 401k, employer contribution matching. This is good. Remember, guys, the culture in these jobs is very, very good. Why? Because they're such great people? They might be, but mostly it's profit motive. It's because these are highly skilled jobs. There aren't enough workers, and so they want to keep people happy. And if they can keep you happy and give you a little, commission for your performance, it's going to make you a very happy worker and make you want to stay there longer. So anyway, this looks really great. I would go, what I always tell you guys is go to the company website. It looks like they have, they have a link to this website here. I would definitely, you can, contact, somebody at the agency, the hiring manager, if you can find out who that is, research the company and make sure you understand every company you're applying to before you apply. I always say customize those applications, but this looks like a really good opportunity. Here is a PPC search specialist at Juice in New York, another remote opportunity, paid search specialist to work with a variety of fun brands and tech startups. That sounds cool. Dynamic growth and marketing agency founded by 2 entrepreneurs with a successful track record, oversee the setup, management, optimization, analysis of Google, Bing, and other PPC campaigns, which might be there are some smaller search engines out there, but Google and Bing are the biggest. Google is 90% market share. Bing is about 10% or 8%. And as I may mention, this as just a side note, is that I teach you guys in the course Google, but if you know Google, you know Bing, because Bing or Microsoft, over the years, they developed their own advertising platform, which I worked on years ago, and it was terrible until they just basically copied everything Google does. So if you know Google, you also know Bing. Research, implement, and optimize paid search efforts, weekly reports, core metrics, blah, blah, blah. Now here again, it says 2 years of SEM experience in the consumer space, advertising experience, 2 years of agency experience, strong understanding of advertising and marketing principles. Well, if you have 2 years experience, I really hope you have a strong understanding of marketing principles. Remember, guys, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, doesn't matter. You should apply anyway. But when you see 2 years, that again, it's like we want someone with experience, but we're open to someone with less. I've had people get hired at jobs that said they needed 5 years experience and they only had a few months experience from the course. And I like the certification in Google AdWords or be able to successfully pass. That is another indication that this is a very entry-level position. Show up with your Google Ads certification. You're already ahead of a lot of the other applicants. When you see proven track record of successful SEM strategy and implementation, again, don't be intimidated by that. Even if you've run one campaign and spent $100, that's a success. Own your small victories. Don't embellish and say, I managed millions of dollars. You say, this is what I did. I managed this campaign, or maybe you got your hands on a nonprofit account. A lot of my students do that. I managed $10,000 over 3 months, and these were my results. That's all you need. Yeah, that's how, again, this is the technique people have been using in my course for years, and it works. But this looks like a really good opportunity. It's remote. And again, remember guys, when you see something's been up for a month, they have over 100 applicants. Honestly, that's not even that many for New York City. It looks like they had a bunch of Australian applicants, which again, even if it's a remote job, you do have to be a citizen of the country or have a work visa, have legal authorization to work in the country where the job is. So someone from Australia is likely not going to get hired. This looks like a good opportunity, guys. I would definitely check this out. Here is search marketing manager at Black Propeller. I have mentioned this company before, and if you've gone back and watched my other videos, guys, or if you keep watching them, you'll see some of the same companies showing up again and again, and that's a good sign. It means these companies are always hiring. There is turnover in this industry, but it's not bad turnover. It's not like, oh, they keep firing people and they're going out of business. It's because employees get poached or they jump to better jobs. So a company like this, they're always hiring. I've seen them hire before. We hire exceptionally talented people and give them the space they need to excel. No micromanaging, glass ceilings. I like that, actually. I had one student, might talk about this, and this is very rare, but he was actually at an agency where they were doing a little bit too much micromanagement. Most jobs, most people you've seen me interview, the good agencies know this is the way to manage employees. Once you get them trained, once you've given people a bit of a guidance, you have to give them space to breathe if you want them to perform well. We doubled in size and revenue in 21, 22, 23. Direct and manage all paid search strategies on Google and Bing. Again, 2 years of experience. It says monthly budget exceeding 10K. Still apply. Apply, apply, apply. I'm very curious. Again, what do I tell you? When you have LinkedIn Premium, you can see what your competitors are doing. And look at the other skills amongst applicants: communication, customer service, leadership, social media, and teamwork. Again, guys, as I said in one of my previous videos, those are important skills in the job interview. You want to have good communication skills. You want to show that you're a leader. But on your LinkedIn, it doesn't mean anything. What's much more impressive to a company like this is being able to say, hey, I know how Google Ads works. I know how to do a proper account structure. I've run some campaigns. I have an understanding of GA4, all the stuff you learn from the course and from generating your experience. So I like this one. It's hybrid and it's in Maryland. So that's another thing to keep in mind. It only has 16 applicants. So I would apply even if you don't live in Maryland. As you can see, folks here have applied who live in Boston and New York City. Again, these companies often will be forced to open their job up to remote if they can't find the candidates they need locally. And I also say, if you're young, if you're single, if you're mobile, you can always move to the area where your job is, because it's better than college, because you're actually getting paid to learn rather than paying to learn and going into debt to learn nonsense. Here is a paid search specialist, 24/7 talent, remote. And 24/7 Talent is a employment agency. Guys, if you're in the course, I've mentioned this a bunch of times, I'm gonna repeat it. Employment agencies are your friends. Remember, people there get paid when you get hired. So if I'm a company and I'm like, God, I need someone to manage my Google ads, but I don't want to post all the stuff on LinkedIn. They go to 24/7. 24/7 says, hey, we have a bunch of talent, and they try to connect the two of you. And if you get hired, 24/7 gets commission, meaning they want you to get hired so they can make money. So this is a paid search specialist. It's a contract gig. It could be full-time, fully remote, would like someone in New England, but not a must-have. Develop and implement paid search strategies, Google ads. Again, whenever you see bachelor's degree in marketing, advertising, or related field preferred, it means that somebody in human resources put it there. Anyone who works in the industry knows that doesn't mean anything. 1 to 2 years of experience in paid search advertising. Again, this is an entry-level job. You can show up with your 3 months of experience from the course and be a standout candidate. Familiarity with other digital marketing channels is a plus. And that's why I always teach you guys to always be learning and expanding yourself. Social media, meaning Facebook ads. Yeah. But again, those are a plus, and I like it whenever you see certification is preferred but not required, that it's also showing this is very entry level. Show up with your certification, you will stand out. Remember, I'm talking about Google Ads certification, not a course certificate, which I talked about in another video. But this looks like a great opportunity. And also, guys, connect with 24/7 Talent or any of these other agencies. They are your friends. Even if you don't get hired for this job, you can. They once they know you have these skill sets, they will keep you in mind for other jobs. Because again, every time they get someone hired, an angel gets its wings. No, they get money. They get money. Digital marketing account manager, customer paradigm, remote. If you are Google Ads certified, have a proven track record for success in paid and organic search, well, that means they want SEM and SEO, which is one reason why it looks like Angel wrote back to me. SEO, I teach both in the course because it's good to know both of them, even if you're going to focus on one of them. Ability to work on an account and discuss the change in opportunities with a client in a way that a non-digital marketer can understand. Boom! That is what do I say, guys, in the course. That's why I teach you guys about digital marketing in this very easy to understand way, why I use movie analogies, because I think it's very fun. And at the end of the day, you're going to be talking to clients. In fact, Juan, one of my coaches, just made a great new video that I'm going to be putting in the course. It's in the Facebook group right now about client-facing advice. But client-facing advice for me is very simple. It's basically talk to your client like they're your friend, not your buddy. Like, don't use coarse language, of course, but like, you want to be able to explain things. Like when I had to explain my job to my parents, I remember I had to really dumb things down, but not be too condescending. And that's kind of what you have to do with customers. Like, you don't want to be like, well, the metrics of this analytics, you want to speak all nerd speak. You want to speak in a way where it's like, hey, we tried this strategy and we changed a couple things here and this. That's why at my first agency job, I did really well, because the customers liked me because I spoke to them in English, on the same level. Full-time role, remote, you must be in the US, be able to work during normal business hours and have solid experience in digital marketing field. If you've never used Google Ads or don't know a title tag from an H1 tag, this position is probably not for you. I'm telling you guys, they've had 1,000 applicants, and I bet you they put that in there because they're getting a lot of people who don't know the difference between an H1, between a, what did they say exactly? I must know what that is. Yeah, a title tag from an H1 tag, which is an SEO thing. And again, they're getting people who are applying with communication, customer service, leadership, social media. Also SEO, which is, not bad, but that's not what this is about. This is Google Ads. This is a Google Ads role. If you are a Google Ads person, go over to customer paradigm. Here is a digital marketing manager with National Strategic Group. And I want to check something. Okay, I was wrong. I went over to Keyshawn, who I'm going to be interviewing soon, my student who started when he was 20. He started with Nationwide Marketing Group, which is not this. This is National Strategic Group. So they have similar sounding names, but that's what's so cool. There's so many agencies. National Strategic Group, we're more than just a team, problem solvers, passion for marketing, regular communication with clients, analyze data. I can't tell based on the language here if this is Google Ads or what. But I love it says equivalent experience. This is what's so funny, guys. If you see a bachelor's degree in marketing or equivalent experience, it's not equivalent. Anyone who's done my course and spent 1 month with a client has 10 times more experience than somebody in a marketing program that just spent 4 years studying outdated concepts. So you should always, feel encouraged to apply to this. It says account service and 2 years digital marketing. I would just assume that they are. I would go to their website, research them, and I would assume it's Google Ads. But you can even ask the recruiter. Get on LinkedIn and be like, hey, is this Google Ads? Is this Facebook ads? What platforms are you guys using? And that'll probably impress them. Here is a performance marketing associate. This is and again, when you see these salaries of like 45 to 55, that's perfect entry level, guys. Remember, I always tell you what's so great about these digital marketing jobs: realistic and also inspiring, which is to say you can get a really decent paying entry level job and leverage up within a year, but this is where you want to start out, 45 to 55K. So about the job, campaign optimization across biddable media systems, Google and Bing primarily. You're always going to see Google and Bing, like peanut butter and jelly. Although not really, because Google is so much bigger than Bing. Maybe it's like the Iron Giant and like one of his little friends, something like that. If you can think of a cute analogy, let me know. It would be somebody very big with somebody very small, but they're both important. Familiarity with search engine marketing management. You had some experience in basic campaign optimization, Google Ads and Microsoft. Dude, it's right there, guys. Right there. You know, I've been doing this course since 2016. Still looking for people with some experience, because the people coming out of college with that marketing degree are like, I can tell you how I'd spend our marketing budget if I was CFO of Apple. They do these ridiculous like theoretical assignments, and then the person doing the interview is like, this car dealership has to spend $3,000, or $10,000 next month to sell more cars. Can you help us with Google Ads? And the person in the interview is like, what's a Google ad? So you are already ahead of these guys, if you even know what Google Ads is. Excel, expert communicator, critical thinker, flexible working situation, socializing. It sounds like a really good culture there. Other people applying. Again, guys, when you see communication, customer service, leadership, teamwork on the like other skill sets, you should jump up and down. Okay, this means people are hiring without hard skills. You have the hard skills, and these poor people have looked at 264 bad applications. I would apply to this one. Here is a digital marketing specialist with Relevate Health. And again, when you see the hiring team, get in touch with Elise. Let her know that you applied. Don't be shy. Adaptability and willing to embrace change, fast-paced environment. Work with experts to optimize SEO. So this is mostly an SEO, although it looks like they will be doing a little email marketing. Bachelor's degree in digital marketing. Some person, I'm not going to say anything negative, it was probably Elise, God bless her. She went to college and they taught them, you should make sure everyone has a bachelor's degree in any topic, even if the topic is brand new. That's what I think is so silly. It's like, obviously get a bachelor's of science and engineering, that's one thing, but like digital marketing is such a new field, it's changing all the time, and these bachelor's programs are like so bureaucratic. You could really never make one that would make any sense. A 4-year program in digital marketing where the stuff you learn the first year is going to be outdated by the time you graduate. But this is just something HR does. Don't worry about it. And then when it says 1+ year work experience in digital marketing, again, very, very entry-level position. Looks like a fun place. It's remote. It's entry-level. Go for it. Here's a paid search specialist at 2U, which is actually traded on the NASDAQ. Looks like a big company. Manage strategy, execution, and performance of paid search marketing campaigns. 1 to 3 years experience in paid media management. And again, okay, so what have you seen every time I've done one of these walkthroughs? 58K to 75K. Wow, that's a pretty big range. That's because 1 to 3 years. It's saying right there, that's what they're saying. We would start you out at 58K, and you can go up to around 80K. So they're saying, once again, we would love somebody with 3 years of experience, but we're open to somebody who's got less experience. And again, experience with digital marketing platforms such as Google Ads, Microsoft Ads, Facebook, experience with Google marketing platforms, attention to detail, et cetera, et cetera. Bachelor's degree or higher. And again, guys, bachelor's degree, if you have one, great. If not, don't worry about it. I'm telling you, just these HR people. I think in maybe 5-10 years, they're going to stop doing this silliness. But for now, it's still... people still putting bachelor's degree. But it's got medical, dental, time off. Looks like a really good opportunity at a big company. This is an SEO associate at WikiHow. I actually remember a student in my Facebook group suggesting this. Design and conducting competitive analysis and SEO testing. Deep interest in learning SEO optimization. 1 year SEO experience, familiarity with SEMrush, Google Search Console, Ahrefs, what we talk about in the course. It looks like you are limited to living in Washington, Oregon, and California, 60 to 75K. This looks awesome. It's like a really cool remote job. Here is a social media marketing specialist in Nostell Homes, San Francisco Bay Area. Social media. Okay, this, I don't know why did I put this one on here? Social media marketing. I don't like social media marketing. This is not going to pay well. However, The reason, and I want to point something out, I'll mention in another video, because again, social media marketing is not really a high income skill. This is more about like content creation. This is not paid social, social media trends. If it's remote though, and it's based in San Francisco, it could be higher pay than most other jobs. But they've had, I don't know, I think the reason these guys have had so many applicants, because again, this is social media marketing is not what I teach in the course. So I'm going to do another video about this at another time, but actually I don't recommend this one. So sorry about that. Why did I click on all these social media marketing specialists? I think I was looking for content. Yeah, no, I don't like these. Here we go. Digital marketing specialist part-time, entry to mid-level, SEO. There we go. Okay, so it says social media marketing, but SEO is really the important thing here. Digital marketing skills, and it's $25 to $35 an hour. Yeah, this looks okay. I mean, basically, guys, and I guess this is just good advice for you when you're in your job search. If they're combining social media and SEO, be wary. SEO is very important, very highly skilled, can have immediate, very powerful results on traffic for a brand or a website. Social media marketing, if it's not paid, is like pointless. That's kind of something I'll be talking about a lot on, I'm just repeating it, is that just posting stuff on Facebook and Instagram doesn't do much. Unfortunately, these platforms are pay to play. You have to do some type of paid thing in correlation with the content. So if it's a primarily SEO and email marketing based thing, and then there's just a little bit of social media, that's okay. But be careful, it's too much social media. But it's a part-time. Is it part-time or is it full-time? I love it when they do this. When you see these types of discrepancies, guys, also try to have a laugh. Everyone's just human, but you can be direct and be like, is this full-time or is this part-time? Because it's important to know. Digital marketing manager. Skyfactor is looking for a dynamic digital marketing manager, creative, collaborative. SEO experience with a working understanding of HTML and coding. No. This is interesting. I think I must have pulled these up to give you examples of kind of like things to watch out for. You don't need to know HTML or coding with SEO, okay? There may be some candidates who are, have that, but it's unreasonable. If the HTML is very basic in terms of like, adding code to the back end of a web page, that's totally reasonable. But it's ridiculous. It's like, hey guys, I want someone that's a really great doctor and also a really great dentist. They're two different skill sets that are high level. It says responsibilities include supporting the company, and also SEM, and then they're putting SEM in there. So what am I saying here? I feel like I'm kind of contradicting myself. When I see a company asking for SEM and SEO, meaning paid search and Google, and it's your first job, I always say that's a good opportunity because you should be in hustle mode and you should be working very hard. And if you're managing Google Ads and SEO, usually there's an opportunity to just get a lot of experience, and it's something you won't be doing further into your career. You're going to pick SEO or SEM and focus on that. But in your first job, that's great. But if they're adding coding to that, I would be like, no, I don't know. Just be straight. I don't know how to code. I know SEO. I know PPC. And that's good practice for you guys, because I want you to get into this habit when you're interviewing of relaxing and finding this balance between, you don't want to be a jerk, obviously. You don't want to be rude, but you don't want to also be like, I'll learn to code for you. Just give me a job. You don't want to be too much, like kissing up to people. So that's interesting. Well, this has been an interesting couple of opportunities. Okay, here we go. Paid ad strategist. Now we're back to, away from the social media and coding stuff. Paid ads budgeting and monitoring, advertising campaign strategy creation, to paid ad experience, Google Ads, Facebook, everything you've seen before. And whenever you see again, Google Ads certification is a plus, means it's entry level. Anyone who has 2+ years of experience in Google Ads has certification. I also like here, this is another thing. Remember, you can do easy apply, but I say don't only do easy apply and don't bulk apply. The fact that you would send these guys your cover letter and resume at that email is probably going to put you ahead of most of the other applicants, because a lot of people just don't read these things. And it's already interesting because they had 500 applicants clicking this button. I wonder how many of them emailed the person like requested. So this looks like a good opportunity. It's remote. Check it out. Here is a digital marketing specialist in the Toledo, Ohio area, which is not remote, 40K. That's really on the low end, but again, this is one of those situations where either they're gonna more than likely have to go remote because there's not that many people that know digital marketing in Toledo, or you could potentially move there if you want to use this to get that first 3-4 months of experience. SEO, SEM, detailed insights into keyword research, content strategy for SEO campaigns, oversees and analyzes paid advertising campaigns through Google Ads, experience with strategic and paid. So yeah, this is interesting, guys. Again, at this pay rate, asking for SEO and SEM, this is what I would say, again, a good entry-level position. If you're young, if you're hungry, you want to do a lot of work, this is where you get your hand. And remember, the benefit of working a job that doesn't pay as much in the beginning is that you're putting it on your LinkedIn, on your resume, and you're working with real-world accounts. You do 3 months of that, then you leverage up to the next job. Place like this, again, when they're paying low and they're asking to do this much, might be a little rough, although it does say bonus. It is on site in Ohio, but again, I don't think they're going to find anybody amongst the pool of applicants. So again, you want to, apply, but be mindful when you apply. Here is a digital paid media associate. Oh yeah, 38 to 42. That is very on the low end. Low. It can only onboard employees who live in Tennessee, meaning they've been getting a lot of applications. So again, you would want to move over there. This is again just for experience, especially at that pay. They want you to get certified. And it's funny, they want someone, okay, it says it's a remote workplace, but you have to live in Tennessee. That's interesting. Yeah, again, guys, this is one of those jobs where you come in, you obviously don't say this when you're applying, but they're obviously, I think they're underpaying and it's an entry-level position, but use create ad groups, campaigns, manage campaign settings, all the stuff you learn in the course. Use this place to get that initial experience and then jump out. Jump out as soon as you get that 3 to 6 months of experience. But the thing is, once you put a job like this on your LinkedIn and resume, you're already going to get recruiters coming after you. So use it for what it's there for. Get that experience. Then remember, you're a free agent. You need to be paid properly, and you can move on to the next position. Here is a 50K to 55K, which is a much better starting salary. Digital media buyer, Corpus Christi, development extra digital media campaigns, paid search and social advertising, meaning Facebook and Google, collaborate with internal teams, use Google Analytics, time management skills, bachelor's degree, don't worry about it. What's more important is 1 year of digital experience, meaning any experience. I like how it also says familiarity with marketing principles. I hope you do if you have a year of experience in digital marketing. This looks like a good one. Again, it's hybrid, it's in Texas. Apply even if you're not in Texas, see what you can discuss with them. It looks like a flexible job. A hybrid job. And then also, as always, remember, go to their website, MDR, find out about the company, see if you can contact someone directly, and that will, make you also stand out from all the people that just clicked easy apply. Here is a search engine optimization marketer at Robert Half. Robert Half is another temp and employment agency. What did I say earlier in the video? They are your friends. They want you to get hired so they make money. We are looking for a meticulous search engine optimizer. This is SEO. So this is SEO and PPC SEM. Located in Minnesota, Google AdWords, effective strategies, paid advertising. I'll tell you, whoever is doing the hiring for this, I like this, $35 to $45 an hour. You got a bunch of applicants from overseas who won't get hired, a bunch from LA, and only a few from Minneapolis. I'm telling you, they want to find someone in Bloomington, Minnesota. Now it says remote, and then it says Minnesota. So I would, again, contact these folks at Robert Half, let them know you have the skills, even if they don't don't fit for this job, they'll keep you on file for other ones. This is interesting. This is a junior marketing specialist at Slamdot. I have seen this one up for a few months. I would get in touch with Chloe. This is in Knoxville, Tennessee. SEM, PPC, also SEO. This is another great place to get that initial experience at an agency. Well versed in search engine marketing, Google Ads management, and some experience with WordPress, which you will have after doing the course. Basic understanding of HTML, you don't really need that. You don't really need this stuff. Again, it's a bonus. But all the stuff you learn in the course and anything you can geek out on will definitely impress these guys. It's a junior position by name. They're not paying very much. It's a good opportunity to get that initial experience, and they've been hiring for 2 months. So it means they're not finding anybody in Knoxville, Tennessee. They're either going to have to go remote or up the salary or something. Here is a digital strategist. Wow, my inbox is blowing up. At Matchnode, and it says elevating elite brands like the Chicago Bulls. I thought this was pretty cool because even though this one looks like a little more of a senior position and it's remote, and when you see 70 to 95K, that means this probably is a senior position. I would contact these guys everywhere anyway with your Facebook and Google Ads experience. It's actually not even that specific about what you need, but some people ask me like, hey, I want to work in this industry, that industry. You can research agencies and see who their clients are. And someone actually did ask me like, hey, I want to work with NBA teams. They're working with the Chicago Bulls. So make friends with Chris, impress him with your enthusiasm, even if you don't have all that much experience, and keep in touch. You know, you might see a guy like this and you may start your career in a different agency, and then 2 years later when you've been managing $1 million a year in ad spend, come back to Chris and be like, hey man, I haven't forgotten about you. I still would really love to work with the Bulls. You got a job? People appreciate that kind of thing. Okay, we're getting near the end here and I'm losing my voice. So this is Strategic Marketing Associate, Corvid Technologies. Wow, that is an unfortunate name. I wonder if they were founded like before 2019. Corvid. I work at Corvid. Doesn't sound like anything else. Let's see. Marketing and Communications, Strategic Marketing Associate entry level. I don't actually know what this is, guys. I think it was just an opportunity to make a joke. Creative and innovative thinkers with a degree from an accredited university. Regardless, it's not about having all the answers. I don't know. If you have a degree, I don't even know what the job is. Oh, marketing initiatives and PR strategies. Okay, no. This was another one, sort of a trick job posting. It's like a hidden Easter egg, but like a bad Easter egg. Like one of those jelly beans from Harry Potter. It's like, no, you don't want this. You don't want to do PR, guys. Sorry. Google AdWords Specialist, Fantasia Villas, high-end rentals, Google Ads Specialist, luxury travel, luxury travel, manage PPC profiles, Google Ads, complete responsibility for Google and Instagram and LinkedIn ads. Deep understanding of wealthy New Yorker consumer behavior. That seems a bit, I don't know who the heck has that, unless you grew up in that kind of environment. But it's a remote position. They want someone who can do the Google ads, and it looks like a fun job. Blue Corona, this is the other thing, digital marketing account coordinator. Blue Corona, you've seen, has hired a lot of my students over the years. They have the hiring team. Anna is there. Full service digital marketing agency, remote first, interact with clients. And so I think this is definitely not a hands-on SEO or SEM position, but it is a very, very entry-level position. So whenever you see the word coordinator, again, this is another teachable moment here. If you see the word coordinator, just be careful and make sure it's not, this could be a job where you're just kind of like coordinating communication between marketers and clients. Inbound client requests, no. But Blue Corona is a good agency, and I would check them out and see if they have any other jobs, which they may not. Account managers, like here. Okay, here you go. This is better. Digital marketing account manager. This is gather, analyze, interpret data from industry platforms. Stay up to date. No, that's another point of contact. I don't like that. Senior paid media specialist. Okay, this, create and manage and optimize paid media campaigns for clients across Google, Bing, Meta. This is what you would want to apply for. And I would apply even if you don't have 3+ years. But this is something to note, which is to look at the actual posting. Don't end up applying for a position where you're just going to be like coordinating stuff. You want to actually get your hands on actual accounts, and that I think was worth noting. Here's a digital marketing manager at Symbiotic. That's a cute name. There is the president. I like that. The hiring team is the president. He's got the little hiring thing on his picture. Develop and execute PPC strategies. Build and maintain strong client relationships. I'm going to close all these windows here. analyze campaign data, set up conversion tracking, proven experience in managing digital ad campaigns, relevant certification, Google Ads is A+. It's always nice when the president is actually hiring himself, meaning that it's like this is probably very hands-on, and you get to connect right directly with a guy who knows about digital marketing. You don't necessarily have to go through an HR person. So I would check this one out. Okay, guys. Well, I'm losing my voice and it's getting dark out, so I'm going to let you go. But I really hope you found this informative and inspiring. Remember, guys, there's so many jobs. I only go through a few of them, but there's so many jobs. Again, here on Indeed, ZipRecruiter. You can go right to the agencies themselves. For students in my course, I have a list of just 100 agencies that you can connect that are usually hiring, and that's just 100 out of the thousands that are open in the U.S. If you still don't know what I'm talking about in terms of digital marketing, please check out my free webinar, How to Get a $60,000 a Year Remote Career with No Previous Experience or Education, by clicking the link below. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them below this video, and I will see you in the next video.